Oh my God. Oh my God. Now we gotta hop into the GOAT. Now we gotta hop into the greatest. Oh my God. Oh my God. And we're going on a Disney adventure. It's gonna be amazing.
There once was an idea to assemble a group of remarkable people. An inventor, a sculptor, an animator, an engineer, a model maker, and more. All tasked by Walt Disney to build the world's first immersive theme park.
Ooh.
They would go on to call themselves the Imagineers. Over the last 70 years, the Imagineers have been designing, building, and testing some of the most advanced technology the world has ever seen. And it was the work of these very people that made 10-year-old Michelle believe that one day she could be one of them. This week, Michelle will have the rare opportunity to learn from the legendary Imagineers themselves.
We're giving you new data points.
No, you're giving me a heart attack.
To try everything from dimensional design
Go ahead, bitch.
to animatronics
We're gonna be animating this.
Whoa.
to even getting to engineer her very own Star Wars droid.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I gotta do that.
And if she does
I gotta
well
do
enough,
that.
just
I
maybe,
gotta do that.
something she creates will end.
This like exact scene.
God.
Do you guys watch the dude, the guy from Mythbusters? Oh my God. Oh my God. I just want to take a trip to his office so bad. Oh my
And if she
God. This
does
is what
well
I
enough,
imagine.
just
This kind of shit. Oh my God. Like just, I want to make a Chewbacca costume with that nigga so bad. He makes some crazy shit, bro. Oh my God.
maybe something she creates will end up in the actual park.
You will allow this to be in a park?
If it can walk, then it could actually go.
They got walking robots at
This
Disney
is the
now?
story of a young
What is
girl
going on?
giving her one shot to live out her childhood dream, and to honor that young girl who once dared to dream big.
I need to also
As
be
Walt
coming.
Disney once said,
We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things,
What?
because we're curious.
Wait a second.
Doors.
This is real?
Doing new things.
Brother, when did they start making animatronics like this? When did this is like levels past what I remember being at Disney, bro. Like, what are we talking about? They got like, this is insane.
Because we're curious. We call it Imagineering.
Not yet, AK. Nah, this hard,
challenge
body.
accepted.
This is hard. Come on, Kevin, talk to me, gang.
I'm so.
Wait, Defunctland, I knew it sounded. I knew. Oh, nigga, if y'all ain't ever watched Defunctland, I need you guys to lock in. I need you guys to lock in, bro. I need you guys to lock in. Defunctland is so fire of a channel, bro. It's the greatest long form content you'll ever watch, where you get to learn about like all of like the craziest like parks and ideas that like Disney and I think there's like another studio, I think Universal Studios, like all of the different rides and like old themes and stuff like that. Like, oh my God, it's amazing. I feel like the best video to watch, if you're gonna watch one, in my opinion, that I like really enjoyed, was the Jaws ride. They talk about like theme park rides and stuff, and it was like the Jaws ride. It's like the history of it and like how crazy it was. You got to check that out. It's mad good.
I'm so excited to go inside and see what actually happens behind these doors.
Talk to him.
Garrett, should I wear the ears?
I don't think you should wear the ears.
It's spirited. Is this unprofessional?
No,
at
fuck
Disney?
no, nigga.
Is this-
Their name is Imagineering. Put the goddamn ears on right now. That's the whole. How do you even? I'll have my ears on before I even get 3 feet. 3 feet before I even get to the stoplight of Disney. Like, what are we talking about? You got to put that on. You got to.
See now, Garrett, if you try to disagree with my ears, you're gonna have thousands of people in the comments saying ears,
So
ears,
this is payback
ears.
because in the CSI episode, you wanted to wear the detective's cap.
And I should have. I should have worn a double-billed Sherlock hat.
Yeah, no
and you
cap.
didn't
No
let
cap. I'm not
me.
gonna lie.
And that was okay because it was a professional choice. But this is Disney.
Because it was a professional choice.
I've got to play it cool, right? No ears, no ears, just my ears, human ears.
Real nigga. We locked.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Welcome to Walt Disney Imagineering.
Thank you.
My name's Josh. I'm an executive R&D Imagineer here.
Okay.
I'm so excited. My dream would be to do something this week in one of the departments I'm trying that will actually end up in one of the parks.
Well, let's see. We might just be able to make that happen.
Yes. Also,
I love how everybody's as happy as I want them to be.
Debate to wear these mouse ears. Is this professional?
I think for today, it looks great.
Okay.
You want to come inside and check it out?
Yes. I'm so excited.
Come on
Okay, I'm
in.
not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not
Michelle
mad. I'm not mad.
is
Okay,
getting
okay,
an
okay. You can't have
unprecedented
them all the
level of
time. You
access
can't.
inside the hallways of Imagineering. We are typically very secretive about our process.
I actually applied to Disney Imagineering right after I graduated school, but I didn't get the job. And so I'm really,
Was that
really excited
Mickey
to be here
Air
this
that
week
she
to
just
get a small
walked past
taste
in the
of
one
what
in the
once
hallway?
was
Oh my God.
my dream job.
Michelle is going to try her hand at just a few of the over
Oh, they
100
got the hollow
disciplines
tiles.
here at Walt Disney Imagineering.
Bro, if Call of Duty copped the hollow tiles, chat, oh my God. Yeah, actually I did. It was like 2 months after, it was not a month, it was like a couple months after it had this like super maintenance thing where it was down for like 5 months or something. And then I remember like right when we got there, it was open for like, I think it was like the second week that it had been like consistently open in like a year or something like that, but it was awesome.
Oh my gosh! Lori! Hi, I'm Michelle. It's so nice to meet you.
Do y'all
This
know?
is the coolest thing ever.
Oh my God.
gosh.
Welcome to Disney Imagineering in the model shop.
Wow.
my God.
This is so cool.
Walt Disney and the Imagineers were famous for using scale models to bring their blueprints to life.
These models, bro, have gotta be worth so much.
They believed that seeing something in 3 dimensions helped them better understand the feel of a space, like how guests would move through it, a way to test light, and even sight lines.
What do you mean by a sight line?
So let's say you're this little girl in this yellow dress, right? And then you bring your eye down and see what she can see from that point of view.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're using the sight lines to confirm that every angle the park is viewable in looks nice?
Yes, we know what it looks like from every angle.
Oh, wow.
In this challenge, we're going to ask Michelle to
Wow,
take
I
a
would've never
spire
thought of
from
that,
Star
Loki.
Wars Galaxy's Edge and scale it down to half size using her own dimensional design skills.
Let's grab a measuring tool and see how tall this thing actually is and get started.
Okay.
Come on.
Let's try this one.
Okay. And after a few quick calculations, we are ready to start carving.
Start to take away material from around this circle. So you can just
just
So you're
bring my
telling
hand.
me
I'm very
this is like the
nervous about
parts.
dimensional.
These are the parts I don't understand, bro. Like, how do you get that out of that? Like, how like I did like one wrong cut and now I got to start over at a whole fresh block. Like, I don't understand how that really works. Like, there's no like there's like a little bit of me that's like I know for a fact that they just print it out or something. I don't know, bro. Nobody's hands are that delicate.
Design because this is a destructive medium. Once I cut something out of this rock face, I can't control Z to put it back.
Have you ever carved anything like this before?
Oh, see?
No,
You see what
I
I'm saying?
haven't. This is definitely my first time doing this.
So we would normally maybe make this piece in 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20 minutes?
Wow, that is so fast. I feel like I did a
Look
whole
how
day.
fresh hers is. Look
And
how
not
she's
only
doing
can I
that.
not undo anything, I also have to complete the spire within 20 minutes because that's the expectation of a dimensional designer.
This is a rasp, and you can make line work using this
Wow. That already adds so much, doesn't it? Working next to
So
Lori made
much
it immediately
texture.
obvious why Imagineers are considered some of the most talented people in the world. While Lori was casually making a masterpiece, I was struggling to keep up.
tool. I think you've got about 10 minutes left.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Could never.
How's it going?
I'm trying to just like get the general shape of this.
I see it.
And this. But this is quite challenging. Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to visit Galaxy's Edge. What I was most impressed by was the attention to detail, from the droid tracks in the cement to each and every crack in a spire.
You can look at these attractions side by side, model and what's in the park, and so very, very close. They would take this entire model. It'll be used as construction for all the areas of creating this land.
That's like one of the things too, like, who is it? I guess that's why you make the model, so you can see what everything looks like in the 3D space. But how is it that they make it look so cool? It's like they literally rip it right out of the movies. And I get it, because some of these people are like some of the people who like really work on these things. Like they hire them to, you know what I'm saying, remake items. But it's like, bro, it looks like it'd be looking so real, dog. Like, and it literally, like, even I think the coolest thing that like even Six Flags does, Disney does, is like the intro to the rides, like when you're like first walking through the lines. Like when I was first a kid, bro, that shit was just so plain. It was just like walking through the ropes. They had some pictures up, but now, bro, like the walls are all textured. Like sometimes you might be walking through a scene from the movie. Like, I don't know, it's just all interesting, and it's almost like the waiting line ends up being a part of the ride because you start getting so curious about what's all around. You start looking at all the things. Like, I don't know, I love it. I love it.
Definitely did art class growing up. I struggled with the idea of letting go and making something even if it's bad.
Just the organic process of going for it.
Right, because I feel like in math class, there's one answer, and that's easier for my head to wrap around versus something
This could be, I
so
never believed
beautifully
this could be anything.
qualitative like this.
I hear that though. Some people
like
are
that.
linear thinkers. You want to take your piece and set it on that base there, and we'll
not
put
bad
this
if you
big
think
piece
about
in the
it.
background, and we'll see how they look together. It's totemy, huh?
Totemy.
Little totem pulley. I can see the shape that you got. Look at that. You
Right,
got that.
but it's
And your
still,
lines are in the
it
right
feels
place.
man-made. It doesn't feel natural.
Well, with
Yes,
time.
yes.
With time.
Yes.
This close for a first time?
The initial task Lori gave to me was to replicate one of the spires from Galaxy's Edge, and I didn't accomplish that. I feel like I totally botched the scene we were filming, and when I struggled to do that, I just froze.
Makes me sad. Don't worry,
I
we're gonna
froze
go. We're
because
gonna
I
go.
felt like I couldn't think of the right
Glizzy
thing to
gang
do,
is pulling
and
up
that
to
I
Disney.
couldn't make a correct creative choice. And something I really appreciate is that Lori, when she saw me struggling, suggested that I turn my spire into a different segment of the park.
Oh,
You know what? What
Figure
would you
out where
think
it could
about
fit.
a Little Mermaid themed rock? Something you would see on the edge of the sea near the Little Mermaid ride, maybe at Pixar Pier.
So you would want some seaweed type
Right.
of plant life, lots of
Okay.
color.
Now, that was not supposed to be what we were going to film together at all. And to even have the creative flexibility to change the course of our filming plan is something I appreciated Lori challenging me to do.
So we
okay.
create a pathway
Okay.
of how we experience this.
How do we experience this? I feel like this is a
nautical
rock
piece.
you're walking past.
Oh, okay. So maybe there's a walkway.
My brain is very
You have your-
binary.
you make your
Either
own?
I fail
No, that's
and it's a
fire.
0, or I succeed and it's a 1. But Lori comes in and creatively suggests, how about a 2? But you know what? I'm happy with my 2.
It does feel like it's coming to life a bit.
It does. Let's give you a person. That really changes the scale, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very large experience.
That looks dope.
So you created a model.
Kind of, yeah. Like when we walked in this room and just saw the blocks of foam, you know, obviously we originally were trying to replicate the existing rock and turned it to something else, but I am so surprised how much it transformed in such a short amount of time.
Right? And that's exactly what the process is. So here we don't create models to make a perfect thing. We create models as a study tool. So we're going in one
like that.
direction and then we switch directions and now it's become this and now it's become that.
It could be
So it's
anything.
okay
This
for
is
things
yours.
to change course.
Often we'll hand something over and they go, oh, that's perfect for this other area that I was thinking of. Or let's make it all look this way. Or let's move the theme in this direction or that direction.
But Lori
So
could
you
tell
gotta-
I was still
You gotta like really be flowy, you know what I'm saying, with these, because stuff like that, I feel like not everybody could be good at that. Like imagine you spend, like she said, it's like sometimes like this could take 20 minutes, but I imagine like there's no way you're making that in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like some stuff takes a long time. So imagine you craft and create something over the course of like 4 or 5 days, and then you go to hand it into somebody and they're like, oh my God, this would be completely amazing over here. You were trying to make something cute and dope, and he's like, nah, we could use this in the scary area over here for during Halloween. This is ugly as shit. This would totally work out. You're like, what the fuck? I don't know. Just being able to be flexible has got to be something that you really got to lock in on this. That's dope. That's dope, man. It's cool that they're like, I don't know. Because I feel like whenever you think of like these engineering type of sculptor people, like I feel like they all like to do their own thing. You know what I mean? You never really see. Do you? I just don't know enough about it. But like in my opinion, I feel like you wouldn't want to do a lot of your own type of work. You wouldn't want to like work in a group that much. But like this seems like it's all about the team. Like I fucking like that. But then again, that could be the draw. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could look at this and be like, man, it just feels good that everybody is here for the same thing. And it's all about just making other people happy. It doesn't even matter about themselves.
Still struggling. So she offered to introduce me to someone who has mastered the trial and error process of creation. But I didn't realize she meant living legend Lanny Smoot.
Hi, Lanny!
Hi, Michelle. Nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. I'm such a big fan.
This guy has some great talks, bro. He's
you
so
do all kinds of stuff. Like,
this nigga would make you fall in love with anything. I'm sorry, I had to talk. This is like this dude has so much love for what he does. It's insane. I feel like I don't know anybody else in the world that like you hear this dude talk for like 2 minutes and you just want to give him a hug, dude.
Such a big fan.
I'm a big fan also.
Seriously?
You do all kinds of stuff. I can't believe it.
Lanny Smoot is one of the most prolific inventors of our time. With over 100 patents to his name, he has helped develop everything from flying ghosts to living lightsabers. Lanny is also one of only 2 Imagineers ever inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much for this amazing honor.
The other was Walt Disney himself.
This is the holotile floor. This is the only multi-user omnidirectional treadmill floor in the world.
Look at this.
So I think we're going to allow you to do something sort of special.
Michelle's going to get a chance to try her hand, or should I say feet, at walking on the holotile, as well as some interactive fun.
They are also going to allow me to try the holotile's max
Think about
speed
this on
setting,
Minecraft.
Something not many others get to try. But
Think
I
about
have
this
to
on
work my
Minecraft.
way up in speed to prove to Lanny that I won't lose my balance.
How many people have actually set foot on the holotile and tried to walk on it?
You know, I don't know if we have a record of that.
Not many.
It's not a lot.
All right. Well, I'm happy to be a guest on
Yes.
this experience.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, sorry, 1 second. Okay, so just start walking around.
Nothing's happening yet.
Nothing's happening, and then you'll slowly feel it start to move under your feet.
Whoa, it's waking up. Ooh, oh, now we go. This is such a strange feeling because on a treadmill, I almost wait for the belt to move me
Right, the
before I
belt
feel
is
comfortable
moving you.
taking a step.
Yes, this floor is undoing each of your steps.
With every step I take, the holotile uses LiDAR sensors to motion track me in real time. The floor then makes its own decisions to adjust the direction, speed, and orientation of tiles to keep me in the center, no matter which direction I walk.
So what's going to happen now
That's so
is it'll be about
cool.
50% more responsive than what you just
Okay.
experienced. So I'd start slowly and a little carefully.
Twice as fast.
Twice as fast. And in this case, again, the floor is trying to keep you in the middle. So
Right.
when you circle, you can tip over into the middle. You don't
Oh.
want to do that.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and aim.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is so strange. It's amazing how quickly it responds to
Yes.
if you change speeds or
Its
directions.
acceleration is incredible. It will easily match a human being's movement. So yeah, let's go full speed.
Okay, great.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
No, that's hard.
If
That's
the Imagineers
hard.
are the Avengers, then Lanny is Tony Stark. Because getting to walk
That
on the
is
holotile has felt
hard,
like
bro.
trying the Iron Man suit. And so now that I've proved to Lanny I can handle myself at top speed, I wanted to see if Lanny would let me try one last
better,
thing
Chloe.
with his invention.
What is it that you want to do?
Well, we've seen people walk on the holotile. We've
Yeah.
seen people sit on the holotile.
Yeah.
But I had a few other ideas of ways we might be able to push your invention.
Like what ideas?
What?
Has anyone ever slept on the holotile?
I can guarantee you 100% no one has ever slept on the holotile floor or tried to sleep on the holotile floor.
We're giving you new data points.
No, you're giving me a heart attack.
And in an effort to get me off his precious holotile, Lanny tempted me with another magical invention.
I heard you mention Rise of the Resistance.
Yes, sir.
So now that you've been on it, if you go out of there and go down, you know you can build a lightsaber, right?
Yes.
But you can't build this one.
Oh my god. Nigga. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my
This
god.
is some Mary Poppins stuff. How did you do this, Bill?
That's the coolest thing ever.
keep pushing the envelope?
Curiosity. I like to have something like a hollow tile floor or a lightsaber myself. And if it doesn't exist, I want to make it so that I can enjoy it and share it.
Seeing the love and joy in Lanny's face when he talks about his inventions reminds me of when I was a kid, watching Imagineer That on the Disney Channel.
Wow,
it was seeing all the incredible
throwback.
Imagineers so passionately speak about their work that inspired me to want to be an Imagineer myself one day.
The time has come.
Time for what, Michelle?
It's the sponsor of today's episode, Odoo.
Odoo.
It's an all-in-one business management software that helps you streamline your business's workflow. See all that confusing paperwork? Odoo can handle your accounting, inventory, and sales all in one place.
It's actually fun.
That's some serious business.
In just a few clicks with Odoo's website builder, you can create a sleek professional website. Just drag and drop the features you want, no coding skills required. Plus, it comes with a custom domain name for the first year.
Let the computer do the work for you. Wait a minute.
The cooter?
My cousin's a computer.
Time to kick things up a notch.
Now we're locked in. Bro, what? No, the effects are crazy.
Do me next. Do me next.
Hard.
You can check out secret deleted scenes of Challenge Accepted on our custom Odoo built website below. Click the link in the description and try Odoo for free for 14 days. And thank you so much to Odoo for sponsoring this portion of the video and for making episodes like this possible.
How much do you know about lines?
But the pressure is on.
Because I still have yet to create something that will actually make it into the park. And so I'm really hoping I find some luck at my next stop in the animatronics lab.
What is even that?
Hi, Michelle. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
At Imagineering, audio animatronics are our version of our storytelling robots. They bring our characters to life in entirely new ways.
Nice to meet you.
Bro, they make them look so
I did not even
real.
see that when I walked in. What is this?
So this is a audio animatronics head, similar to something you might see in one of the parks.
I know NDAs and secrets are a big thing around here. Is this from a particular character?
So this is
Oh my gosh!
today we're going to be animating this.
This is so cool.
Whoa! So you program, you animate. What is the difference between the two?
I'm a little bit more at the beginning of the process. I'll work with a lot of different teams to build a digital puppet for audience.
What is even that program?
Animation is creating emotion and acting through the texture of motion.
Wait,
so the way we would define
wait a
success,
second. Wait. They were doing that in like real time? Wait, what the wait?
Bit for Avi to animate on top of.
How does that work?
Is creating emotion and acting through the texture of motion. So the way we would define a success, motion on the figure is great. Then do we believe it, right? Do we have that believability? Do we have that texture of motion that makes it feel alive as opposed to robotic?
So I'm going to program an emotion.
Yes.
And you will tell me if you would allow it into the park.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Animating a Disney animatronic is a big task. We really want guests to not think about the technology or the mechanical system and have an emotional connection with a character. Even animating something as simple as an eye blink can take a really long time and a lot of experience and skill.
So this is the show that you just saw.
This one's a bit freaky.
It's definitely different to see them like this.
Yeah.
So just we're going for a particular like emotion expression, whatever comes to mind.
So I pick the emotion.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so
What emotion would you pick, Chad?
selected the eyes.
I feel like I would
These
definitely
boxes
go for
are
like a
basically various
moo.
puppet strings.
A
that you
mewing
have
face.
to move and explore. So now I'm like lifting one eyebrow.
The technology to animate and puppet these machines has become impressively intuitive compared to where it started over 60 years ago. At one point, Disney animatronics were programmed by a human puppeteer, mainly original Imagineer Wathel Rogers.
That's what I thought you always did.
Might look like something from outer space, but it's actually a control harness for programming the actions and gestures of our audio animatronic figures.
It took entire rooms
that was
full
like
of
the only
hardware
way
to
you
be
could
able
do
to
it.
record the movements that would be used in a show or ride. Now, Imagineers can do everything from a single laptop.
We're trying to animate a surprised expression. So it's from here to This is basically a YouTube thumbnail face.
No, I know. The one was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of give you a quick example here. S is how you make a keyframe.
What's a keyframe?
Oh,
a keyframe is essentially a snapshot of an important pose in an animated sequence. The animator creates a series of poses, or keyframes, and spaces them out on a timeline. Then, the computer will automatically animate, or interpolate, the space in between the poses, giving you the animation.
So you have a keyframe for the start position, a keyframe for the mouth open.
Exactly. If we play this now, right, so that's a little bit slow. So then we'll kind of be like, well, what if we make it faster? So we'll move all the keyframes closer to each other.
Yes,
Holy
that looks
shit,
better.
the computer just does it for you now.
Okay, so can I look at your graph from
What's
the
the
mouth
hard
and
thing,
then
though? I imagine
animate
this
the
gets
eyes
very tricky.
concurrently on top of it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start with the main keyframes, which are eyes closed, eyes open. So I'm just gonna say eyes end up open here. Let's see what we have so far. Okay, I'm asleep. Whoa, I'm surprised. Shouldn't the mouth come like slightly more close, do you think?
The uncanny valley is when an artificial creature just doesn't look right. And it's a really dangerous place to be for a character.
My God.
So Michelle's going to need to adjust those movements ever so slightly to get out of the uncanny valley and make something that truly feels and looks alive.
I would grab the jaw, and I would grab this whole curve, bump it over probably like 3 frames to the right.
So what you did was basically make them slightly separate of one another.
Yeah, so they're not exactly on top of each other.
So a bit more natural.
Yeah. Because it
Do
can't
you
be
just have a mirror at your desk that you like make these faces into and figure it out?
When I get stuck, I film myself in slow motion and just do this, like scrub it on my phone or something.
I am quickly realizing how intricate this process is, because there are so many
what?
details that can be adjusted to manipulate a character's performance, like which parts you move, the speed they move, how they move in conjunction with the other parts.
Because then, do you have to control the skin and like how it interacts with the movement?
Performance feels.
There are so many things that happen in a human face, and so just to get one single expression requires so much work. Okay, we're gonna have the eye.
Yeah, I already did Beta Squad.
Oh no, Z.
Unless they drop something else with today.
What did I do wrong?
What I did, Chunks
the
is
mouth
already.
feels a little bit delayed. It needs to go
should be
further to the
uploaded.
left.
Yeah.
And after an hour of designing a single facial expression,
Now it
Oh, it's
feels
not. Never mind.
super delayed.
it was finally time to see my full animation.
Let's just see it on the model. So Avi and Cameron, be honest with me. Would this go in a Disney park? Let's see.
Come on.
It was over so fast. We did so much work.
Needed
and it's
a
over
little
so
more delay.
That's 1 second of animation about.
Oh my God. On a scale of this is never leaving this room to this is definitely going in the Disney park.
I think with a bit of polish, it could get there. You know.
It could get there.
Everyone who works here is so generous and
Everybody's nice as hell. Everybody's so great, bro.
nice.
No, but it's like, you know, like this is the building blocks, right? Like
Right.
This is
early
the
stuff
block of
will
the
be
building.
very rough like this to kind of get the vibe and the overall intent out there before we put all of that extra work in. With that polish and with that more time going in there, that could totally turn into a piece of animation in the park.
But unfortunately, my 1 second of animation will not have a Disney debut. Meaning, if I want to
actually
get something
fire,
I make
regardless.
into one of the parks, this
But it
next
looks like it
stop
takes a lot
is
of
my
tweaking,
one
you know?
last chance.
This is so cool.
Oh,
How is this a thing in real life?
Hi.
this is so cute.
Welcome. So these are our BDX droids.
Oh my God.
And they're excited to see you and hang out.
You don't mind if I introduce you?
Yes.
So this is Oscar.
Hi,
Say
Oscar.
We have Besh here, and this is Red. They're excited to meet you.
They are
right?
so cute.
So the BDX droids have spent a little bit of time at Disneyland and on a cruise ship. And actually, we need more.
Wow.
So what we would really love is if you would help us build another BDX droid.
Oh my God,
Yes.
cool.
Should we jump in and do this?
Oh my
Are you
God,
ready to
cool.
build?
Yeah, I am.
So come with us. Andrea's going to lead you through this.
Oh, awesome.
Michelle's not only going to meet our BDX droids, but get a chance to assemble, themed finish paint, and then operate them in a very high stakes environment.
So Andrean, what are we going to do first?
You even get to
We're
paint
gonna
it?
build a leg because he's missing one, obviously, and then we can actually make it walk.
This is like a very complex IKEA build. That's the extent of my building experience is IKEA furniture. Okay.
So the first step of the droid build is to assemble the hip motor.
If we build this right, you will allow this to be in a park?
If it can walk, then it could actually go.
Wow.
I hope I'm doing this right.
Bro, imagine they start making these as like kits you could buy and have at your
I
house.
made a mistake. I chose the wrong
Oh my
screw.
God, that'd be so cool.
If it's not perfectly straight and it's like at an angle when you tighten the screws, it's basically gonna fall or just not work or look weird.
Thanks for your patience with me.
No problem.
Okay. Foot?
Yeah. Now you can install the foot on the ankle motor.
This.
Which is this one, yeah.
And little by little, each part is starting
So
to
like the
fall
whole
in place,
joint
or at least
has to be like
so I thought.
perfectly aligned.
What's happening?
Well, the zero of the motor is not exactly where it should be. So
Was that me? You can say if it was.
Yes.
What did I do?
No, it's okay. I just have to turn the output of the motor and then we're gonna be fine.
This is part of being an Imagineer, right?
Yeah.
Creative problem solving?
Yeah. Last motor to install.
Who makes these motors?
Gosh.
Almost there.
So close.
We're gonna do the wiring.
These are so fragile, it feels.
Yeah. Okay, now we're ready to slide in the full leg.
This is a big moment.
Screw it down.
Oh, it's over.
Now I think that's good.
My heart's racing. I'm very stressed because this one is quite tough.
I'm with you. This one's
I feel
crazy.
like I'm doing surgery. This is the last step. This is crazy.
How?
We should be able to.
So can we turn it on now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now is the big moment. We're going to see if the leg we assembled actually works for this droid. I really hope this works. Okay. That's a hefty battery.
Hell of a big battery.
What is happening now?
We're gonna hang it and then it's gonna go through all the degrees of freedom.
Okay, so this is a safety harness in case we messed up. And by we, I mean me.
Okay. Now you can move. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Please work.
Oh, error.
Error?
There's a problem with the communication with the right ankle pitch.
What does that mean?
It means that we have to rewire.
Okay. All right, well,
The whole
what do we
thing?
do? We take it down and take it apart again? Okay.
And this is the reality of being an Imagineer, trying something that seems impossible, failing, and trying again. And if I've learned anything from doing Challenge Accepted, it's that allowing yourself to fail is the only way to truly grow.
The best part of it all.
Round 2. Here we go.
Okay, ready?
Please.
I really hope this works.
Okay, no error. That's a good
Yeah.
sign.
Okay.
Oh, it's moving.
It's moving! Yay! Oh?
Okay, the head.
Oh?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Everything seems to work. We're gonna check if it can walk.
It's making noise.
I really hope this works because we want to make something that is park ready.
Standing. Now can it walk?
Oh!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is it working?
Yeah.
Does this count as working?
Yeah.
Hi! This is so exciting.
You did it. It works.
It works.
It's park ready.
It's park ready.
Okay, let's go.
And with my droid able to walk, I was told he would get his grand debut during the May the 4th celebration in Disneyland Paris.
Every
What?
year on May the 4th, Disneyland Paris transforms Discoveryland into a Star Wars fan celebration. And this year, Disney is debuting their interactive BDX droids.
But before my droid can walk around Disneyland Paris, he also needs to look the
Decorations.
part, which takes me to color design.
I'm going to walk you through the color design process through a BDX droid.
The goal of color design is to add aesthetic touches to my droid. These make it feel alive and a part of the universe it's from. This can be done by sanding.
You're inducing some damage. Yeah, that already helps so much.
Dry brushing.
We're trying to make it look like the paint is worn off and it's showing this old aged metal underneath.
And finally, adding a wash to give it an aged look.
Brush it on while the surface is wet and then remove it. It stains the surface and gives it that extra layer of aging.
Pretty quickly, we brought it from this to this, which is so impressive. Thank you so much. This is so cool.
And with my droid fully painted, he is finally ready to make his Disneyland debut.
Even the damage is just paint?
We're in Disneyland Paris!
We love a queen that cares about continuity.
Of the guests in the park today. It's really meaningful to me because I loved meeting the droids for the first time and they made me so happy, and it would be really cool to be a part of something that makes a lot of other people happy too. He's actually going to be performing in a droid show here in Discoveryland. We're going to watch. I'm so excited. But before he goes on stage, I'm going to get to see him.
Oh, the homies. The homie.
Hello, Greg. It's me. Oh my gosh. You look so great. Your leg is working.
Literally my child.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. This is the front plate that I painted back at Imagineering. Give me a spin around. I want to see the whole piece. Ah, looking good. It is so cool to see all of these elements coming together, all the detailed painting.
I love that they blurred out the booty.
engineering, and the robotics components. We're gonna see them perform in front of a crowd now. I'm so excited. It's my baby. My heart.
Seeing the guests react and connect to something I helped build was definitely a full circle
That's so
moment.
cool.
It's crazy to think that Imagineering was the
look at the
first job
kids,
I
bro.
wanted as a kid. And it's what inspired me to pursue a creative career in the first place. And I'm so grateful to have had the
So
opportunity
cool, man.
to work with some of my childhood idols to help create magic for a new generation of kids. The same magic that inspired me when I was their age.
Oh.
And if I'm lucky, maybe even help them discover their own creative spark.
Fucking, it's just every time it just leaves me with so much like fucking joy, dude. It's just greatness. Wow, man, that was an amazing video.